against CeeDee Lamb. This time CeeDee Lamb's in the
Introducing your starting lineup for your three amigos. From Stop 6, Texas, the 817, a member of the 300-pound club, your starting center, the big fella, Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, Cholo Town in West Texas, 21, can you do something for me? How about them Cowboys? 21, Armando 21. And from the great state of Arizona, your third string defensive tackle, Mr. 520 himself. And he's mic'd up, Mikey 520.
What time is it?
What's up? What's up? What's up? It is game day, Dallas Cowboy fans. It is game day. It is your boy, Dallas Cowboy Chris, along with 21, Armando 21, and the great Mikey mic'd up. What's up, fellas? What's up?
What is going on, fellas? What is going on? You already know it's early in the morning. You know, we having our, got the coffee. The coffee's got to be flowing. And it's game day, baby. We're excited. It's a big game for us today. We need that divisional win. We got a divisional opponent. I will say opponent, because it's just another little bump in the road we got to go through. And as always, it's Sunday, baby. The vela is lit. Shout out the three amigos. You already know. Shout out the Cowboys huddle, baby. The vela is lit, y'all.
Turn that fucker on. Turn that fucker on. Good morning, Chris. I love the throwback to the 90s Bulls. I want to be the Randy Brown where he goes, what time is it? Game time. Whoop. Yeah. So, man, I get Tourette's when somebody tells me what time is it, I always go, game time.
Game time.
It reminds me of that. But I don't know about you guys. There is a football game going on, a really good football game. It's a track meet going on right now, which is great, a little great gift from the NFL. But like I this morning I got up at 4 a.m. I couldn't go back to bed. I felt like a kid on Christmas. These are these regular season blessings. Last year we had something like this, but we had our backup quarterback. Now, no arguments, no bullshit. We got a real division game with our presumed to be rivals. There's not much a rival between a fat guy and a dry ass lawn chair, but I digress. How you doing this morning, Mr. Chris? I love the intro.
Well, first of all, I was wondering if y'all like the intro.
I love the intro. I love it. That's that. I want to get up and let's get going type intro. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, it's. I figured. I said, look, this is a big game for both sides. We got to get control of this East, and man, there's only way you can get the control of it if you got to go through Philadelphia, right? So in Philadelphia, you got to go through us. So hey, man, I figured. I said, man, let's get a little hype on Sunday morning, man. Let's see what we're gonna do to these beloved Eagles. Now I said beloved. I mean hated. I said hated Philadelphia Eagles. Man, we got a couple of guests coming on. We got my man Henry. Also, KJ McCoy should be sliding in through. He's actually going to the game and everything like that. We're gonna try to give you Eagles just a little love today, so you can speak your piece. But that's about it. That's all we're gonna do is let you speak it. It ain't gonna happen, but we'll let you speak your piece. So man, hey, let's get cracking today, man. Let's get cracking today, man. Coffee with the Cowboys. So, it was already up. So let me say this, man. What do you think, man? I know we talked about it a little bit um, on the Dallas Cowboy huddle about are they gonna let the training wheels completely off of Dak today, or are they gonna let him chunk the ball around, or what do you think, man? What's happening?
Well,
Go ahead,
why
Mike.
change what's working? Like why change what's working? And you've been the big proponent of the training wheels, and rightfully so. Getting away from the stigma, the interception stigma, and the clamps we put on our offense. We saw what it was. We can't ride the coattails off the defense all the time. There's going to be a time where we're going to have to score, and the bye week did us good. The bye week gave us a chance to move our pieces around and mix in what old mouth open um, toothache or wisdom tooth had,
Wisdom too.
and put in. Look, wisdom tooth offense worked. It was
Right.
his situational. So sometimes when you correct, you overcorrect, and that's what I feel that Mike McCarthy did. He overcorrect and put too much on the clamps. It was running when we needed to run. It was passing when we needed a pass, scoring when we needed to score, not completely taking our offense and basically, you know, not just putting those clamps on and the training wheels on a 8-year tenured quarterback. He is the most tenured quarterback in the league, and you want to reduce him to 2016 Dak Prescott when he didn't know the league. So that's why it looks so bad. You let them off, and then if you see something carried away, slow it down. That's what you, being a coach, you're actually the bus driver. You're the manager, not the quarterback. The quarterback is the damn driver, and I love it. You give Dak Prescott that freedom, and let's go, baby. Let's go.
All right. Hey, man, I want to bring on our first guest of the day. Y'all know him on TikTok as Monica and Henry. What is our man? Henry, what's going on, baby? What's happening?
What is
Henry?
good? What is good? What is good? Sorry, man. Y'all call me eating.
That's fine. That's fine. You'll be eating some crow later. You eat that
now.
What's up, man? What's your thoughts on the game today, bro?
Oh man, greatest rivalry in sports history, hands down, point blank. Period. They don't get no better than the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles, because just like you touched on earlier, where they're defending NFC East champs, and this game is like so important on both sides, because to take the division, it's either Philadelphia or it's Dallas. Giants and Washington, they're in shambles right now, so we ain't got to worry about them. But it's just the two teams, Dallas and Philly. That's what it is, and that's where it goes.
All right, man. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Twin.
And I feel like it's been Dallas and Philly these past few years, and we've seen it, and we've seen that that rivalry even in the, I want to say, in management. We see the moves that are made. We see the moves that are made because the Cowboys made this move, So we see it everywhere. So it's a big game. It's exciting. We get to see, it's pretty much for the top NFC right now. It's the top NFC spot going down today. So it should be good. I still think we're gonna come out here and drop another 40 burger on y'all. I'm just saying, y'all.
Ooh, man.
Well, for the last 5 matchups have been over a 40 burgers. So and then that one loss was an outlier because we had our backup in, but that's neither here nor there. This is 2023.
Man, y'all know y'all better say good morning to mommy. Hi, mommy.
Good morning, Miss Kelly, Miss Lee.
Good morning, Miss Eunice.
How you doing? How you doing?
I promise you're not going to need to get the switch today. I promise.
So, all right, man. But yeah, man. Hey, man, I'm fired up for the game, man. I really am, man. I think I think, man, the Cowboys and the Eagles are going to put on the show today. I really do. I don't think it's going to be one-sided, no kind of way. I know Armando, I know Mikey are looking for that blowout. The blowout's cool, but I want this game, man, to keep me intrigued the whole time.
Big fella, but
yeah,
big fella, wouldn't a blowout give you a sense of a statement game? Like, don't you think it's with all the noise, you would figure the Cowboys are gonna come out here and have this statement game and say, okay, look, we messed up against the Niners. We gave y'all this little fake game. Let's show y'all. Y'all talk about the Eagles. There's tension there. There's talks there. AJ Brown kind of died it, kind of like brushed it off, which he says I don't really pay too much attention to it, but we know it. We know for a fact that they hear that noise. They hear that noise, and I feel like a big 40 burger would be a statement game. Like, here you guys go. So
well,
that's,
the reason,
I don't know. I feel like I don't know what you think about that.
Well, the reason I don't think it's going to be a blowout just because it's a rivalry game. It's a division game, and we know each other better than anybody. Okay, so it's tough to blow out a division opponent. Especially a team as almost as good as the Eagles. It's just a shot. Almost as good as the Eagles. I think it's going to be close. When it's on the road, man, you really just got to be pay attention to your details on offense and defense, man. You just got to.
This is the NFC East, so she's a strange lady. So you saw what happened in Washington, but because Washington always plays the Eagles tough, and it's always a crapshoot. I understand where Mondo is coming from. I completely understand, because we are capable as a team of doing it. So, and the scene where the Eagles sit right now and what they think of themselves, it sticks to our craw, and we just want that statement. Of course, if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man, in the great words of Ric Flair. And Mondo just wants that, and I feel it, and I'm on board with it. I want an epic game. AJ Brown has every right to say what he's going to say, because he is basically the best receiver in football right now, arguably to a lot of people. They got their players. Think about each other's rosters and where they rank, not just compared to each other, but in the NFL. If you mix these rosters up, you guys got top 10 players in each category in the NFL, and it just boils down to our quarterback play. It's exciting. It's the NFC East. This is what we wait all year for. We get two of these, and I just can't. Like I said, I woke up at 4 a.m. I couldn't go back to bed because it was like Christmas. I just can't wait. It's like just like how the World Series, every pitch counted, every play counted, and it's a treat. As a football fan, as a Cowboy fan, I want them to whoop that ass.
Yeah. I understand. So Henry, what you think, baby?
Oh man.
Sorry, hold on. Give me a second, guys. I hit the wrong button. I apologize.
For us,
oh, sorry. Go ahead, Henry.
This is going to be a big test for us, because this is going to be like the best defense that we're going to face. I think the second best defense that we faced so far was the Jets, and then when Lane Johnson went out, they moved Patrick Johnson to the other side, and then the rest of the story with that. So Hurts was getting pressured and running around. So our game plan is simply just Michael Parsons, because Michael Parsons.
I was going to ask you that. I was just going to ask you that.
Michael Parsons.
What player on the boys are you worried about? Like, with all respect, like I said, AJ Brown, because I respect the man. I'm scared of Swift, but what worries you the most about what the Cowboys do and their personnel?
Micah. Lining up wherever he wants to. The left side, the middle, the right side. Micah drives that whole team to me, because if Micah does good, then Bland's going to get a pick six. Then Gilmore's going to get a pass breakup, maybe an interception. Then Dak and CD going to be cooking. You know what I mean? And so if we put y'all in a short yardage situation, man, and then if we're playing zone, CD gonna eat us up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it is. Because CD can line in the slot. And right now, our biggest weakness is the secondary.
The secondary. I think, what are you guys, like, ranked 28th, I think?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that, I think.
Which also falls under, we're getting pressure on the quarterback, right? But we're not getting home like we were last year. You see what I'm saying? And now Belichick set that blueprint first game of the season. You get the ball out quick on short slants or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Our best game from the secondary to me was the Rams. Because we were playing zone in the first half, Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp was eating us up. Second half, we started playing man, shut them down.
Who are those guys? They said they were on the Rams. I just didn't see them.
Hey.
You know, so, but our biggest deal is just stopping Micah. That's the dude that I'm worried about the most. We got to account for him on every play, you know. So, but I don't see him too much lining up on Lane Johnson's side. I see him going to the left a little bit with Mailata, maybe testing Kelsey and Dickerson, you know. But because Lane Johnson had good success against Micah.
You know, yeah. And last year, you know, the reason I made this a banner is because I know last year Micah stayed on Lane's side a lot, and I was like, that's the dumbest thing I ever seen in my life. I mean, when you got the best offensive tackle in the league lined up against the best on best, I always thought the defensive person, you're supposed to pick out the weakest persons on the offensive line. But I think Dan Quinn and Michael Parsons was trying to prove something last year that he could beat Lane Johnson. Okay, that's cool. But matchup against matchup every once in a while. But bro, you got to move around, because if you got your best person on defense just one place, you easy blocked. You blocked easy. Okay, we know he's gonna be over here on Lane. You're gonna rush on Lane side the whole time. You blocked easy. So the reason I brought this comment, but I'm glad when Henry said, because he realized it too. If they move Michael Parsons around, it may be a problem for the Eagles today.
Yes, sir. And the thing is too, the familiarity of Tank Lawrence and Lane Johnson. Tank does well against Lane, and Lane would admit that. So you could just leave Tank there to that side and move Micah around. The running is going to be there. Swift is going to be a problem unless we just leave Tank there, our best run defender. And I just can't wait, man. I just can't wait. And a lot of all of a sudden since Williams in with the 49ers is down. What's his name? Is it Williams? I don't know. All of a sudden, Mailata is the best. Is the best left tackle in football. So we got to test Mailata as well. So you guys got a good offensive line, healthy offensive line. What does your injury report look like, Henry?
Bradley Roby's out, our slot corner. Cam Jurgens, our right guard, which we're putting in a rookie, Tyler Steen, in place of him because Opeta was getting ate up last week. And then Boston Scott's out, which we only saved him for the Giants. And then one of our backup tight ends is out with a concussion. But everybody else, Jalen Carter was a full participant. Reddick, everybody. So
that's another interesting. Jalen Carter versus Zach Martin is this is the first taste of each other, and I think Zach has problems with the littler guys, the 6 foot stocky guys, the Aaron Donald guys, but with the bigger guys, Zach Martin stands them up, and if he let it penetrate, but he just gets a good stalemate against big guys like that. I'm not saying anything. Jalen Carter is phenomenal, but we do have a Hall of Fame.
But that's what I don't want the Eagles to fall into either. The same thing with Dan Quinn and Micah going up against Lane. I don't want our DC and Jalen be like, yeah, I want to test Zach Martin. You know what I'm saying? No, don't do that. Just go to the other side of the center. You know what I'm saying? Because Zach Martin,
that boy good on the other side. Yeah. No, don't sleep on Tyler Smith. He got some beef and he's a mauler. So
he is, but he's no Zach Martin though. You know what I mean? So what would you rather do? You know what I'm saying?
First, since you said your injury report, A bunch of guys were on the injury report, but they're all going to participate. But the biggest ones are our biggest worries, which Hassan Reddick could eat alive, which will be Chime Udoga is questionable with his knee, and also the man that lives on the injury report. Like I always say, he gets his Amazon packages delivered to the injury report. Tyron Smith with his neck. So they're questionable. We'll find out in the game time if Tyron's gonna be there or not. But like that is what it is. I hope nobody sneezes on him or anything, and he gets to go, because that's, you know, your rush is your rush. Your defense is your defense. They did what they did last year. You guys are different. A coordinator. Nevertheless, this is the game that if you're not hyped for this, you don't got blood coursing through your veins, for real.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Fellas, I wanna touch on this right here with Joe said right here. Shout out my boy St. Louis Joe in the building. So we got a pressure game. We got a pressure Hurts all game. I think that Dan Quinn has schemed up some good packages for Jalen Hurts these past few games that we've played them. You know, we've always somehow contained him. You know, you've seen Diggs come out and, you know, ball hawk him. So I think it's just we gotta keep that same formula. You know, for me, this game more is about the offense. I want to see what this offense is going to prove to us. Is it going to stay consistent like we wanted to? You know, because this defense, I'm not too worried about it. You know, this defense, I feel like it's, you know, this Dan Quinn, these past few years, he's brought us some good schemes. They asked Jalen Hurts about it, and he was kind of like, okay, we know, you know, he's gonna come out here with these packages, and they like to hide things. So, you know, I think that's what they're looking for. So I'm excited, you know, for this offense. I want to see the consistency in this offense. The defense, I know it's gonna do what it's got to do, man. We got ball players on that defense, man. So whatever side Michael wants to line up, it don't matter. I know we got Tank on another side, you know. So you know it's gonna be beautiful today.
Well, look, you know, I wanted this to be a true Cowboy Eagle week. I really did, and I think somebody's about to bring it. I think somebody's about to bring the pressure.
Let's go!
Hey y'all, this
going on?
This is my man KJ McCoy, man. KJ, what's happening, baby?
What's going on, guys? How you guys doing?
Always with that D in your mouth.
We doing.
Hey KJ, look like you look ready for the game, man. They put you in. I heard you made it all the way to fourth string. So you going in today?
I'm going in. If they need me, I'll be there. My phone's ready. I got my do not disturb thing on, so I get silent. So right away, I'll be notified.
There you go, man. There you go. So
ready.
KJ, you're headed to the game today, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm headed there.
What's up, man? Hell yeah.
I'll be there.
That's dope.
KJ gonna go see the ass whooping at the link.
Yeah, of you guys. So that's what's happening. Yeah, I'm gonna see it firsthand. So cannot wait. I'm pumped. And I already heard that the link is already it's going crazy, that the traffic is heavy. So,
Oh man.
Bunch of alcoholics in Philly, bro.
yeah, it's going insane.
Hey man, that's what happened when the real team come to town, man. You know, all our fans get there early to see us, man. We like the Beatles, man, when we come around up in Philadelphia. You know how that is.
We'll see what happens. I mean, as I said before, it's gonna be a close game. I'm pumped. I'm excited. So we'll see what happens.
Well, to you, man. Same questions that were on with Henry. In particular, who on the Dallas Cowboys are you worried about? Do you see being a problem against your team? Which matchups in particular?
I would probably say, of anything, I really do think who's really explosive and who can actually be an impact for you guys is that guy Turpin. I think Turpin, great special teams player. He's fast. I honestly think like there might be some kind of big break that happens where, like, if you guys get a good punt return or kick return. Is he just kick return or punt return?
He does them all.
He's both.
Kick return, punt return, and offense. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to watch out for him. We got to stay on our toes, and I think we'll be okay. We haven't let any touchdowns go for a return. I mean, like for any returning touchdowns yet. But if it happens, then it does. But
I hope it does, because then I got a good clip of it too.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys win though. That's the thing.
Besides your kicker, you know, I'll tune into the end of Philly games. I'm gonna lie, when they're on, I'll watch them. But what do you guys think of your special teams? We know what your offense is. We know what your defense can do. What is your special teams like? Is there anything in particular you're worried about or you're confident in?
Not so much confident or worried. I mean, I think Henry probably agrees with me on this. It's kind of like a weird situation with our returner, Britton Covey. It's just kind of you always want to like build him up and be like, okay, like come on, Covey, come on. And it's like he has some good returns and everything like that, but he hasn't broken anything yet, and we're hoping for something to happen with Britton Covey, but it's just
I I
skills.
cringe
Yeah.
every time he's getting
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say the same thing.
You know what I'm
Do
saying?
you really, Henry? Do you
I
cringe?
do.
Really?
I
Tell us
really
the
do.
truth. Hey, dude, that's the beauty. You're telling the truth about
Man.
yourself. If you
Like-
got a skid mark, you got a skid mark.
And then when he runs, he'll be getting hit by like 3-4 dudes,
Yeah.
and the ball is just one-handed like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like cover that. But every time he's back there calling for a fair catch, I'm just like, please catch it, please catch it.
Yeah.
So you're saying Mr. Covey is a liability?
Man,
Yeah. He could be.
Hey, I never really paid attention to him, so now y'all got me looking
And
out
he's-
for this guy today.
And he's small too. Like
Yes,
he's probably
sir.
like about my height.
yeah,
He's maybe like 5'9", maybe 5'10".
yeah.
And I'm only 5'8", so it's like me on the field, like the same kind of thing. So if I had speed or if I was an NFL player, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
This is
man.
beautiful,
Hey,
guys. This is beautiful. This is
Hey,
real transparent. We love it.
KJ, I know you don't. I know you don't have much time because I know you and your dad going to go tailgate and everything like that. Your key players to watch on the Eagles and the Cowboys.
All right, I'll give 3 for each. So I'll say for the Eagles, I think the key player, honestly, some guy you guys are gonna have to like put a post a note right on, and that's AJ Brown. AJ Brown, one of the
Yes, sir.
most dynamic receivers in the league right now. I mean, he's already beating a bunch of records. He's beating a record of Terrell Owens as an Eagle as well. Yeah, he's a beast. And I think even when you guard him too, I mean, if you just throw it up to him, it just shows like kind of like a basketball player boxing out. I mean, it's just kind of like how that is. If you just throw it up to him, he'll just go out and get it. So I think AJ Brown's that guy. I'd probably say Jalen Hurts. I mean, I know that Jalen's a little banged up right now at the moment, but you know what? He had a really good game last week, and he barely ran the ball last week. So he was doing great in the passing game. I think he threw for 300-plus passing yards. He's getting the ball around pretty well. So I think Jalen Hurts will be I think he knows the importantness of this game. Like I think he knows, like, okay, this is the Cowboys. Like he knows the rivalry where I feel like AJ really doesn't understand it exactly yet. He's like, oh, that's the Cowboys. I mean, I have nothing against them, but he's like, it's just another team for me. But I think Jalen understands the rivalry and kind of the history. So he's like, this is a big game, and like, I mean, he's from Texas, so he kind of
He can't beat them, so
He played for Oklahoma. He understands that, bro.
Yeah, and Bama too. So, but then I'd probably say, and then the other player, I would say, for me, I'm gonna have to go with Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick is a beast. I think honestly, he's underrated. People really don't like notice him at all. I feel like other teams don't notice how much of a key piece he is for this defensive line. I mean, he can just the way that he like goes behind, like honestly, just like his shedding like blockers, shedding offensive linemen is just like it's insane. And I don't know how we got him because it's like I don't know how other teams weren't actually trying to go get him. It just seemed like it was like okay, like sign this guy, and they were like, oh, it's like a veteran move. But it was
Well, it's because he played at Temple, so he was familiar with the area, and that's why.
yeah, Temple, yeah.
Arizona discarded him and didn't
That's
want
probably
him.
true,
Didn't want
yeah.
to sign him again.
Temple's not. I mean, they do play at the link, but they're not a good football team, a college football team. So, I mean, they don't really get zoned out. I mean, they don't really get like scouted out too much. So that's probably why.
So
And then
who
for the
are your key
Cowboys,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
probably
That's
say-
where you were going. Go ahead,
I was gonna
KJ.
get to. So the Cowboys, I would go with. Honestly, I think Tony Pollard is going to be a key player for you guys. He'll go out there. Obviously, he's a dynamic player for you guys. Your offensive line will probably protect them pretty well. We're okay with the run defense. We're getting better. I mean, we don't have the best linebackers. Henry knows that too. But yeah, it's just, I mean, we kind of have like a rotational kind of linebacking crew. But I mean, we get the job done. And I think our defensive line, though, is able to protect right there, and they're able to stop the run to an extent. But I mean, I think Tony Pollard can give us some problems, though, for sure. When it comes to the other players, I'd probably say, I mean, you guys do have Dak Prescott, obviously. I think he knows this rivalry is intense. He has our numbers in Philly. I'll tell you that. So I do feel like Dak might have a decent game, but not enough to give them the outcome of the win. But I think he's going to have a decent game. And then another player, I'm trying to think of another player, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think. But, oh, man.
Disrespect.
Yeah. No. It's not disrespect. It's just I'm blanking out. The wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is a beast. I mean, you got to give it to the guy. He's up there with A.J. Brown at the moment. I feel like they're both elite receivers. You can pretty much the same kind of concept. It's kind of like in basketball, as I said before. Like you could just he's pretty much boxing out the guy. That's the same kind of thing as CeeDee Lamb. You throw it up to him. And our defensive corners, I mean, we gotta watch out for him though. We gotta watch out.
So. All right. Hey, real quick, this last one, man. I've been thinking about it. The Cowboys, man, when they're really good, they do this. They win the turnover battle. Okay. I think this is a very, very big key of the game today. Who's going to win the turnover battle against the Eagles and the Cowboys? Because when Cowboys get takeaways, they score fast and they score quick. Okay. And
that's 2 years, right?
Say it again.
Who's leading right now, though,
years,
bro?
Right?
Yeah. We have.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So basically, I know it's been some concerns in Philly about turnovers and everything like that, playing against other teams, but one thing the Cowboys can do when they get turnovers, they capitalize real quick. Okay. So my thing is, I think the Cowboys have to win the turnover battle today. I don't think the Cowboys, they can't play from behind against Philly. Cowboys have proven this year we're not a come from behind team. We're a front runner. We that horse that got to break out the gates real fast. Okay. Yep. Now, and Philly is the same way. Because y'all been coming back a lot in games when last year y'all were dominating right from the beginning. So I think the turnover battle and whoever scores first is going to be a key to the game. What you think, Henry?
Man, well, Hurts got 11 total turnovers already this year, right?
Yeah,
he does.
The one last week with the tush push, you know what I'm saying? Like that's going to fall on him anyways, right? But he had a clean game with no picks and all that. But man, like y'all led the league in turnovers, in getting turnovers the past 2 years, and y'all are really fast on the ball, really fast on the ball. Bland, he got like 3 pick sixes already, right? That and then fumbles, man. Like y'all are just so fast, and we have to have a clean game because if we don't, we're gonna drive. That's where y'all are gonna bring on the most pressure is inside y'all's territory. You know what I'm saying? And then we give y'all like short yardage. Then again, man, like we play zone. CeeDee Lamb gonna hit that slant in the slot. So I mean, we have to have a clean game. We can't give y'all the ball. Like, that's just what it is. We cannot afford to give y'all the ball.
Right, KJ, what you think, baby?
I agree. The same thing. I mean, if we can avoid the turnovers, I think we can win the game. I really do. There were some crucial turnovers last week. I mean, we were able to get the win, but the Kenny Gainwell turnover, you can't have that. The Jalen Hurts turnover, I mean, a lot of it. As Henry said, he had a clean game, but I mean, those turnovers though have killed us. Pretty much, you could probably go back to the Jets game. I mean, that's what really killed us. I mean, we could have ended that game and we did not. I mean, we were honestly, it just seemed like we didn't really had the same motive we had the other weeks, and it just seemed like they were just trying to do too much in that game. But I mean, if you keep it clean, don't throw any picks, don't force any stupid fumbles, I think we'll be all right. But as I said before, though, it's going to be a close game, and I do not see it being a blowout between both these teams at all. I really think it's going to be to the last minute buzzer beater kind of game, like anyone's game. Really
Mike, hey, what you think? Who's going to win the turnover battle today, Mike?
Well, the thing is, this is the biggest chip on our shoulder as Cowboy fans on how it dictated how the overcorrection of our offense was early on. Like we were talking about putting the training wheels on Dak and the whole narrative of Dak and his interceptions. And then you juxtapose that to this year and what Jalen Hurts is doing. Mind you, they're winning games. Dak was throwing interceptions and we were winning games last year, but the media backlash and how much Dak gets opposed to what Jalen Hurts gets puts the big chip on our shoulder. Saying that, right now, Jalen Hurts has 11 turnovers. How much do he has 11 turnovers altogether? How much interceptions has he thrown? Eight.
Yeah, eight.
And we're at the middle of the season. So what does that equate to? That's going to be maybe 19 turnovers with that extra game, or 19 interceptions where Dak got his 15 in less games. Yes, but that was that narrative. So this is the biggest thing that pisses me off, and it'd be the greatest thing for that narrative to fit into this game where Jalen throws it. And I believe Jalen being immobile the way he is, because he could kill us with his feet. If he has a messed up knee and we force Jalen Hurts to throw the ball, the Dallas Cowboys will get the turnovers. The proof is in the pudding in the games that they played before and the games that we played with Jalen Hurts on the field. You could always remember the number 7 going down the sideline like Mario and scoring that pick 6. And this is why Dallas Cowboy fans have that animosity towards it, where they've deemed Jalen Hurts the MVP after one good year, and they didn't see us in full last year. So this is that get back, this is that payback, and this is that flip to the pancake of the narrative. So I believe us as the Dallas Cowboys will win the turnover battle, considering Jalen Hurts is not going to be that much of a runner and he's going to be a passer. And if you guys are passer, I know you got AJ Brown, but I believe the Cowboys have done it, and you said for 2 years consistently, and it'll show its head and we'll reap the rewards. That's why I believe Mondo's on that 40 burger, and I'm on it. Not too much of the 40, but I'm a 30 burger guy. So it'll be there.
Mondo, what you think we're gonna win the turnover battle, or you think Philly got it?
I think we got it, big fella. Last year that we had a big conversation. We had a big conversation last year with our starting quarterback involving interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
We see what's going on this year. We see what's going on this year. We see karma hitting these Eagle fans, and they're getting the turnovers. And they talk so much about Dak and how much he turned the ball over last season.
Mexican got on boots
and
today.
Now they got that turnover bug. Jalen Hurts, he loves to turn that ball over. So I think we got to keep that pressure on him, and he will give us the ball. Either he'll let it go, he'll fumble it, or he'll just throw it to Bland or Gilmore. So we know he will turn the ball over. Let's pressure him.
He gets that puppy dog look when he's all flustered, huh? When Jalen Hurts gets all flustered, he gets that puppy dog look. We need to get that fucker that puppy dog look.
I think, I hear you, KJ. I think Armando keeping receipts from last year from all them comments about Dak Prescott. He ain't gonna let that go.
I had a little big fella moment. I had to bring out the receipts.
Yep.
Hey, the big fella known to keep the receipts. Now it's 21 got receipts, man.
He's my quarterback.
He got it in English and Spanish on y'all. Look, hey, he said, I remember all that shit y'all was talking about Dak Prescott last year. Wear that same energy about Jalen Hurts, huh? Say, man, Armando, we got guests on. We supposed to be polite, but no, hell no. It's a rivalry game, so we got to talk smack. We got to talk trash.
You gotta be nice.
It would be weird if you didn't talk smack. It's all good.
Yeah. This show is a little too damn friendly for me right now.
Yeah, we're a little friendly, but there's a mutual respect, boss. You know what I mean?
Well,
we know what the hell we're talking about. We're not gonna be these ignorant guys that are just gonna talk shit a little bit. You know what I mean? But Mexican dude got on boots cahoots with Mondo right now. I feel it.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm
Mondo
feeling
just
that.
remembers me and Henry just giving him crap last year. That's what it is.
Hey, it wasn't the only one. Hell, I was getting it too.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
Because we rolled our eyes at it. We rolled our eyes at it because we knew your quarterback will come down to earth again, and they crowned him. And I'm not saying it's not fair because we all know about fair. It's a place where they judge pigs, but it's the way the media goes and the shit that our quarterback gets opposed to your quarterback, when your quarterback's on the same pace and you don't hear the same noise, pisses us off. Don't you agree, Mondo?
I do.
That's just the price of playing for the star, man. Everybody knows that. Man. Y'all are
Yes,
the
sir.
most.
Well, say that again, Henry. Say that again.
That's the price.
Thank you for the reverence.
For the star.
It's different. It's
but
different.
you know,
y'all
just
the other
like-
teams and we're the show. Remember that shit.
Just to, you know, it's like I said, you know,
Dang, the
last year
show's
we
not been that good since 1996.
the show must go on though. The show must
Here
go on.
we go.
though.
I'm fired up now. So you know, I like I always say, Eagle fans, they memory don't go past 2017. So you know, it's cool. So you know, they don't remember anything since 2017. They forget about them other 80 years before they won the Super Bowl. But then they like to tell us about 96. You know, that's cool. Yeah,
Hey,
but
Morty and Sneaky G-Man's book, championships count. I don't know about you guys, but
And you know what?
championships count according
That's
to
such a
Sneaky G-Man.
backhand to his own race because there was no color on that field when they played that.
When those championships were won.
It's stupid. But no, hey, I got a question for Eagle fans. Since we get a little fired up now.
Yeah.
Hey, I like when they like to bring up, you know, it's been since 96 and everything like that. But I never hear Eagle fans talk about anything past 2017. And that's because that's when y'all won that lonely trophy that's gonna be lonely for another 90 years. Oh, so let's
I don't know about that.
discuss.
I think it's coming back. We'll get it back.
No,
Okay,
you know what?
okay.
So cool.
Well,
So cool. Like,
this is
just
what
to touch
I
on-
always go back with Eagle fans. I say y'all got selective memory. Okay, y'all remember the last time we lost, but you'll always tell us the first time you won, and you hang on to that shit like a Saints fan. You know, we got one.
back to like Cowboy Eagle history. You know what would be cool as fuck? I ain't gonna lie. If y'all wore your white Cali greens and we wore the blue with the white stars on the side. Do you remember that Barry Switzer game in '95 when they stopped Emmitt Smith on 4th and 1 twice, or 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1, and it was just like it was a breaking, but it was reversed where you guys did the tush push twice and we stopped you guys in those jerseys. Like that's football sports fantasy. That would be awesome. But I wish the jersey scheme would be white Cali greens and us wearing the blue with the white double star. Like,
Well, it might happen next year
because
we might get them next year. We just have the regular Kelly greens at the moment, but maybe they add the white ones because the Dolphins have their white throwbacks and their away throwbacks. So maybe we'll get the white ones next year.
Yeah,
we'll make that happen. Hopefully.
Yeah. You know, you went back to jerseys, but you didn't let them finish answer my damn question, Mike.
Sorry, boss.
I said, why the hell these Eagle fans got this selective ass memory? I just want to figure it out. I want an explanation, damn it, because you know I always remember things. Okay, the big fella keep receipts. You know, hey, the Cowboys are 4-1 the last 5 games, and they are 7-3 the last 10 games. But only thing y'all remember is y'all beat us last year for the first time. Okay. So I want to talk about this selective memory. Okay. So look, hey, if you're gonna tell history, tell it all. That's all I'm saying. You know, tell all the history. Don't tell just your portion of the history.
You wanna know why?
You know I'm always.
You wanna know why? I'm
Go
probably
ahead,
going to be the realest of it all. You wanna know why? Because that is the only thing that we have over y'all in the past, whatever, how many years.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we got. Y'all got 5 rings. We got 1. Y'all will be able to hold that 5 rings over our heads.
Yeah.
Because y'all are on top of the division. Like, that's just what it is. And us winning with the backup quarterback taking down the GOAT in Tom Brady.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we got. And then that's just what it is.
KJ?
It's been one of the newest
I
ones
agree.
in the division. It's one of the newer ones in the division. So,
Mhm.
but you gotta get comfortable there, just waiting for one, because we coming.
Yeah.
We're coming.
No, I agree with Henry. I mean, I feel like it was just such a great accomplishment. I mean, a backup quarterback, I didn't see it coming. I'll tell you that. Like,
Has
I
a
really didn't.
statue outside.
I mean, yeah, it's a
Tear it
statue
down.
out there, and it was a great accomplishment. I'll never forget it, like, for the rest of my life. But
Yeah.
I mean, it was just because of all the hoping and all these years hoping to get Super Bowl. We got one, so
Yeah.
it was glad. It was a good moment, and I was glad to have it.
Dude,
we're both
it was
glad.
on my birthday.
Yeah.
Y'all on my fucking birthday, February
Oh,
4th,
man.
dude. But it was I love Nick Foles, Bear Down, Arizona. But fuck all that.
Say, man. When the Rangers won the World Series the other day,
Hey.
I started to make a TikTok, but I changed my mind. I said, man, I finally know what an Eagle fan feel like. We won one.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. That's true. Now you know how we feel, man.
Now
That's
that was a bittersweet moment.
I told you that's why you gotta go down. And even though you were in Denver, I was like, get back on the flight, man. You gotta witness it, because it was.
We got
such
that
a crazy
NLCS though.
moment
We got that
at the
NLCS
parade,
trophy.
man. It was awesome.
As much as that hurts.
Now that was a bittersweet moment because I do live in Texas, and my wife is a big Rangers fan. And then I'm not like the biggest baseball fan, right? But I like Bryce Harper. You know what I'm saying? Like, then I like the Rangers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like certain people like after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really have like a set team. But
There he goes right there. There he goes right there.
My wife does, and then she almost started crying, and then I almost started crying watching her almost cry, because I remember my first championship, and I cried when we won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did this on YouTube and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she came up and hugged me. I'm sitting there crying. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just a bittersweet moment for my wife, especially because that was just awesome to see the Texas Rangers
The double
put it
dome.
on for Texas, and for her to get her first championship.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sports all about.
I was like, man, I'm gonna make this TikTok, and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it because I don't want to jinx the Rangers. I want them to win another one.
Yeah.
They're gonna go for a repeat, but we'll see. I think my Phillies are gonna be mad, and they're gonna try and go for it. So we'll see. We'll see.
Well, we didn't win the World Series, but the NLCS was good, especially if I didn't expect that shit.
You're holding up your NFC East championship or what?
Hey,
I'm just saying,
we got one. I was there for 2001 shit.
I feel you. Hey, let's do this, man. Since I know KJ got a limited amount of time. KJ,
Yeah.
give me your final thoughts, brother, and a prediction
All right.
on the game.
Oh,
Okay?
man. All right. So I kind of already gave this score to you guys before, and Mondo said he's clipping it. So hopefully it's for an Eagles win, and it's actually a good prediction. So I wouldn't say put your money on it, but I would say this is a good prediction. 27-20, the Eagles win. I think it's going to be a dogfight. I think it's going to be. I think the Cowboys are going to have the lead at some point, but then I think the Eagles are they're going to be able to come back, because I mean, we're able to battle back. I feel like when we're down like that, sometimes the second half, we're able to flip a switch sometimes and just turn it on. So I honestly think it's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be just like it's just gonna be blood and blood like that. It's gonna be crazy, man. So I'm excited. I cannot wait to get to the link. And I'll just tell you this: there's gonna be Eagles fans and Cowboys fans, because one thing I gotta give you guys respect somehow. You guys travel well, and Henry knows this. For some reason, there's some delusional Philadelphia Eagles fans up here, and it's honestly, I respect the people that live in Dallas who are Cowboys fans, but
We all got them, bro.
But the people in
Dude, I hate
Philly
Cowboys
that are
fans.
from here, and they're like, oh, well, I like the Sixers, the Phillies, the Flyers, and I'm a Cowboys fan. And it's just like, come on.
Hey,
And you know what I say?
don't be
You know
talking
why I
about my
say that?
boy Beats that way, bro. What's up?
You know why I say that is because Chris knows this. I have a delusional uncle and aunt who are those people. So that's what drives me crazy. I mean, I have family who are like that, and rocks hit their head when they were young. That's all I got to say.
Damn. Chris Beats, man. Don't be busting my boy Chris Beats like that, bro. He's taking
No, I was
great.
not. I was talking
He's
about my
not
family.
even here.
No, I was talking about my family. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, but like Henry say, man, that's everywhere. Henry lives here in Texas, and he's an Eagle fan.
He gets a pass though because it's the Eagles.
He gets the pass. Okay, but your family don't get the pass.
I'm kidding.
Talk about double standards.
Henry get a pass, but your family don't get.
I just want to see what you would say for that.
well, you know, okay, yeah, I give you that, man. But you know,
27-20.
It's not a pet peeve of mine because, man, you know, living in Dallas Fort Worth for as long as I did, man, it's either one thing: either you love the Cowboys or you hate them. Okay, so it's so many different bandwagon fans in Dallas Fort Worth, man. It's ridiculous, you know. So I'm used to it. It don't even bother me anymore. You know, a lot of times when I say I'll be in my man cave, you know, I'm the only Cowboy fan in the something about it, you know. My son, a Commander fan. Okay,
That's true.
friend.
Yeah, I talked to him,
my partner. He's a Steeler fan. My nephew's a Raven fan. My other nephew is a lonely Raider fan. I pray for him.
Poor guy.
I said, I'm so sorry for you, bro. but man, it is what it is, man. That's what I love about the NFL, man. Fandom. It really don't matter where you are. You know, rep your team regardless. You know, and that's what I respect, though. But what I don't respect is bandwagoners. Don't be an Eagle fan this week because of this, and then be a Cowboy fan the next week. That ain't cool to me. That's not how it rocks for me. You know, I told my son when he decided he was going to be a Commander fan, I say, look, man, I say, if this is your team, it's your team for life. You can't jump ship. That's your team. I say, you got to go through the pain just like every Cowboy fan, every Eagle fan, every Giant fan. You're going to go through the pain. You can't jump ship. So it is what it is. So hey, I remember sitting my 300-pound ass in Texas Stadium when it was 100 degrees and no air conditioning, and we were 1-15. I was sitting there because that's my mob. You know what I mean? So it's always, man. Just I got mad respect for people who stick with their team through thick and thin.
That's like in my life, I have never seen so many Kansas City Chiefs fans. Ever. Oh my God. Like every time someone says that they like the Chiefs, I look at them like they're lying. I'm like, man, you're lying. You don't like the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Like now you might, but you weren't.
Like when the Seahawks got their influx, like how the hell you a Seahawks fan?
Yeah, I remember that. Like 2012, people were just Seahawks fans out of nowhere. I'm like, you know, Seattle's like all the way over to the west. Like I would hear that. But yeah, I mean, what Henry's saying too is so true. I never met a single Chiefs fan here until they had Mahomes, and Mahomes became Mahomes. And it's insane that, like, the amount of bandwagons that just pop out of nowhere.
But dude, isn't there like a Kansas City contingent that is based out of Philly? Like y'all got like a bar there that's a legit
that is true. That is true.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't know how that started though. Like it's weird. It's super weird because it's like the same kind of thing as like I said before, like a Philly Cowboy fan, but they were Chiefs fans, and this was actually way before though.
Yeah, way before. It's like a big story.
It was. But I don't know why though. I don't know the origins of it. Like, it's odd though. It's super odd. But like,
you know what? When we were at the draft, there was a lot of Kansas City fans would straight up tell us like, oh, we used to be Cowboy fans, and then obviously is there in their city and they started winning. So you know, but a lot of our fans out there when we were out there for the draft, they would tell us straight up, oh yeah, we used to be Cowboy fans. And,
I hate that line itself.
I know the St. Louis
we
people,
used to be Cowboy fans. I can't stand that shit.
I can't.
All the former St. Louis Rams fans, they're now Chiefs fans apparently. So it's like, because it's in Missouri, so they're like, oh yeah, I'm a Chiefs fan now.
Oh no, we got the
they're up 14-0 against the Dolphins.
It's not even funny, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Hey,
Kansas City's up 14-0.
Yeah, my man, St. Louis Joe. I went up to St. Louis a couple times to watch the game with him, and it's a bunch of Cowboy fans there.
And I want to go to that bar.
Yeah, that Cowboy bar in St. Louis is off the chain. So you know, hey, we represent everywhere. You know, hey, I literally turned the bar here in Denver into a Cowboy bar. I turned it into a cowboy bar, man. But that's how we do. We take over wherever we go. We take over wherever we go.
That was a
Hey,
great
Henry, give me
Yo.
give me your final score, man, and your final thoughts for the game.
All right. So I'm gonna say 34-27 Eagles. I think we got to score over 30 to beat y'all. And I think it's gonna end on a Dak Prescott final drive, and he's gonna throw a pick to our new safety, Kevin Byard,
Yes.
who loves Dak Prescott. So
KJ loves it. Look at KJ.
You wrote
I
that
see
book
it in my mind.
already,
I can
bro.
already see it.
Hey, Henry,
I've fired.
Henry, you thought about this in detail, did you? You had a dream about that last night, right?
yeah.
Henry saying
He had a
it's
cloud
coming down to
above
the
his head
last
with the
play.
whole vision of Kevin Byard picking
Hey,
the ball.
which end zone is it going to be in, the north or the south end zone?
It's not even gonna be across midfield when he throws that pick.
Ain't no dreams, man. Ain't no dreams.
Hey, man, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's the shit talking I've been looking for all day. I've been looking for that, man. But hey, man, hey, guys, man, I appreciate y'all joining us, okay? Hey,
Thank you, guys.
KJ, of
It's all
course,
love, man.
take a lot of videos and pictures,
Will
man,
do,
post them
will
on
do.
TikTok. Henry, man, we'll talk after the game, man, and
Oh yeah.
me
Oh, yeah.
and the fellas, we're gonna finish out the show, man. But once again, we appreciate y'all coming through.
Yeah,
okay?
Bubba's.
Thank you guys for having me on.
All right, man.
Yep. Thank y'all.
Yep.
It's always love, man. It's always
Hey,
love.
you guys make sure you all plug where they can find you guys at.
Oh yeah,
plug
let's
that.
do that. KJ, go first, baby.
Appreciate that. So official KJ McCoy on TikTok, and same with YouTube as well. And if you go to my TikTok, and there's a link to my Instagram right there as well. You can follow me on there too. But I appreciate the shout outs to our tags. I appreciate that.
Cool, Henry. Where can we find you, baby?
Monica and Henry, TikTok, baby. That's it. Same on Facebook. Hit me up. I'm
Always
there.
with that D in your mouth. Always with that D in your mouth. Fuck the Eagles.
All right, fam.
You like
Hey, appreciate y'all joining us, man. Appreciate it. All right, fellas. Look. It's coming down to our time. Mikey,
Yes,
I
sir.
need a final damn score of the damn game. And your
like
final
I said
thought.
earlier, Jalen Smith is on a busted wheel. I don't think they're gonna expose him. You know what? I would, if I was Dan Quinn, I would attempt to try to get him out so we could rock his world. But if anything, make him into a passer. We know he's not a good passer. Bracket AJ Brown, make the other receivers beat you, and make this guy throw picks. We've seen it before. We get a defensive touchdowns or just turnovers, period. We're going to win 31-17, but the score is not going to show how much we whoop that ass. The 31 is going to feel more like 56. So, puro pinche Cowboys.
All right. And I'll go and I'll leave you last 21. Look, man, I think it's going to be tight today, but I think it's going to be high scoring. Dan Quinn and Mike McCarthy unleashed the boys today. First of all, I think Dan Quinn is going to have to move Micah around and get plenty of pressure on Jalen Hurts. And then Mike McCarthy, just like I said, man, the training wheels are gone. If Dak Prescott throw interceptions, he got to throw interceptions, but we got to move the ball. We got to get the ball to CD, man. We got to target him over 10 times, man. And hey, and if we get the opportunity to get that running game together, we'll be fine. I guess the Rams last week, we had all three phases working, and we need all three phases again today. I mean, because, man, when we go against these arch rivals, man, we got to have our A game. None of this anger that we supposed to have against the Niners. We need to go in there with bad intentions, okay? And bad intentions is to hurt these Eagles and put them out their misery. So my final score for the game, I got it close, man. I got it 35-31 Cowboys.
Puro pinche Cowboys.
Go Cowboys.
Go ahead, Mondo.
Final thoughts, final score for me. It's gonna be we need this offense to keep rolling. We need Dak Prescott to keep doing what he's gonna do, what he's been doing. We saw it come into fruition against the Rams.
Fruition.
For who?
For
So,
what?
and then
who?
and we saw it last week. We saw it. Blossom last week, and we need to see it this week. We need to see it continue rolling. We know this defense can get after Jalen Hurts. We know this defense has continued to give him problems when we played him. So I'm confident in this defense. This offense is got to keep rolling, man, and I think it's going to do that. I think Dak is going to come out here and expose his secondary. With 42-17, I'm staying on the 40 burgers, baby.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you keeping that 40 burger, aren't you?
Yeah,
Got to.
Yeah, you say I'm 21. I'm keeping this damn 40 burger. I don't give a damn what nobody says. The 40 burgers. All right, let me check these last comments before we get out of here, fans. Let's see what we got here. Oh, let's see. All right, Rue got the final score. What's up, Rue? Let's see what Rue got here.
34-14.
Rue got
This is
34.
right.
Here we go.
Oh, sorry, guys. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
No.
Here we go.
Oh, give me a second, man. All right, there we go.
That
Rue
was
got
good.
34-14, and let's go. I know, like 35-31. All right, man.
That's a realistic ass number for real.
Yeah, man. I think both teams, man, are actually going to put the pedal to the metal, man. I think, man, really, man, who gonna win the turnover battle late is gonna be the key. And Armando got the candle lit. Mikey got the 5 rings around his neck and the cigarette lighter. So
Turning on the candle, Bubba.
man. Well, look, man, we appreciate y'all, man, joining us today, man, on the Los Three Amigos show, man, our pregame show. Post game is gonna be Monday on
Cowboys
the Cowboys huddle. We're gonna start that at 7 p.m. So if y'all want to join us on the post game show, join us. It's me, Dallas Cowboy Chris 21, Armando 21, Mikey 520. GE, the number 1 fan, Cowboy Hampton, and my man, allow me to buddy in sports. You guys can join us then.
Too real, maybe.
And then my man, the legend, be too real. So, man, I will appreciate y'all joining us, man. Y'all enjoy the game, man. Go get a cold one. Shoot one for me before the game.
Yes, sir.
And let's
Cowboys, baby.
And let's get these damn
Hated.
the hated Eagles. Dallas Cowboys for life.
Puro
pinches
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Fuck the